Now, the 2023 Games saw nearly 12,000 athletes over the age of 50 competing in Pittsburgh, giving us all a blueprint for an active aging we can all follow in our very own way. Now, there were so many words of encouragement to soak in from these athletes, but Mark, what was the best thing you heard?
Tough question because almost everybody blew me away with their words of inspiration and motivation, but I'm going to have to pick Madonna Hanna because she had every reason to quit running. She ruptured her Achilles tendon. Her husband, who was her coach, passed away, but she didn't quit. Honoring her late husband's request, Madonna, who by the way is now 70, kept going. The best thing I heard was Madonna expressing how it felt to take home the gold after all her hard work. How does it feel to take home the gold?
I'm trying not to cry. I mean, I'm just so overwhelmed.
Why? Why does it mean that much?
This is my first national gold medal. This is my fourth time. This is my fourth time being here. And just to win, I put in all that hard work, 8 months, 5 days a week.
Give us the Madonna Hanna takeaway. What's the key to just keeping on?
Just know that it's never too late. Absolutely never too late to get up and do something and be positive and be able to give to other people. And absolutely anything is possible. Just give yourself a chance and just go for it.
Now, that was just moments after winning the gold. And I have to admit, guys, I was surprised by the extent of her emotion. But the feeling of accomplishment is really shared by everybody at the National Senior Games. In fact, obviously, most of them don't win gold, but almost all of them tell us that the moment that they're given their credential that says athlete changes the way they view themselves, and the feeling of accomplishment that they get from challenging themselves and then rising to the occasion is gratifying. And of course, it doesn't have to be sports, which is what we're focusing on today. So Cecily, what or whose story from our coverage of the National Senior Games did you particularly enjoy?
All right, for me, I'm pulling from the interview you did with Kay Glenn. She didn't even start pole vaulting until she was in her 50s. She had arthritis so bad that she needed both hips resurfaced in her 60s. And now in her 70s, she's won countless medals and even holds multiple world records.
I started because it looked like it was fun, and I'm happy to say it's still fun, whether I win or lose that day. But I just can't stop now because I know I won't feel good if I don't. It's just so important for your health. And I'm always telling my husband, oh, I can help you do that. Remember, I'm strong. Strong, good woman, pull plow. I love it. I love the feel of being healthy. And that's why even when I'm tired and I don't want to do it that day, I still do something because I know I'll feel better afterwards. It's all about the health and the people.
And it's so simple, but so valuable to hear Kay just love the feeling of being healthy. Now, it's something we all can do, and it doesn't have to be pole vaulting. It could just be walking, gardening, going for a swim, or even just kicking the ball around in the yard with the kids and the grandkids. So, Amy, what you got?
Well, the theme of the 2023 National Senior Games was bridging champions through the ages, and perhaps no family fit that theme quite like the Smith family. So that's who I chose. They are a 3-generation family of competing athletes. 94-year-old Dwight Smith took home a bronze medal in basketball, and then he was in attendance at pickleball to watch his son, 72-year-old Terry, and he competed with his daughter, 50-year-old Christy. So take a listen to what this father-daughter duo learned from the games.
It's a new sport to us, so we've really been learning it together. And I searched for a partner. I searched high and low, couldn't find anybody to come to Pittsburgh with me, so Dad jumped up and volunteered, and he's been the best partner I could ask for, and the most forgiving partner ever. Who's more forgiving than your own dad?
Well, who's more forgiving than your daughter to say, come on, you're maybe good enough health to come play with me. But imagine playing Senior Olympics, not just a pickup game in high school or a picnic weekend, but your daughter says, we're seniors. I went, oh my goodness, we are. And she said, let's go play ball. So it was a thrill to be asked to play, and we're loving it. We're loving it. Now we're going to have in our houses down the hall, we're going to have senior Olympic pictures of all of us. So yeah, we're not going to know which house we're in when we go to each other's house. We're all going to look the same. Memories, good memories.
Ah, yes, memories that will no doubt fill both of their hallways. So intergenerational connection is so rewarding, and the National Senior Games are really a great way to strengthen our relationships. But you don't have to wait until the next competition. You can start right now. Try asking your parent to go for a walk with you, or maybe ask a child to pick up a sport like pickleball. So Bill, you're next. It's your turn. What was the best thing that you heard?
Wow, everything you've picked so far has been amazing. There's got to be something about having a goal and going for it that makes you super inspiring. And I've got one for you that's out of this world. How about a former astronaut? From the space shuttle to the National Senior Games. In fact, one of the things Larry DeLucas is known for is being the first to dunk a basketball in space. Well, now he's a cornholer and a bowler. Combine that with his time as a research scientist, he's a guy that sure has a unique perspective.
So you look at the world, and we're close together. There's no lines between any of the countries. So I took, I think it was 14 courses in geography, so I knew what I was looking at. And it just seems like we're next door to everybody. You're going around the earth every 90 minutes. I just realized we're all so close together, and we have to find a way to live together.
What a great point. And I guess when you actually see it, it's hard to ignore. It just makes sense. We are one no matter where on this planet we live, and how interesting how often it is that it's almost always sports, the Olympics, the World Cup, the National Senior Games that brings people together to encourage each other as we help ourselves.